Is that okay if I just take this golf cart and wander off? And off he goes. I'm not coming back. Okay, I just need to turn around now. Honestly, where's the reverse? Aha. This is the best of my life. So yeah guys, I just landed in Tel Aviv in Israel. I'm really excited about this whole trip right now. In my opinion, Israel is one of the best destinations in the world to look and learn about ingredients. So I'm really excited about it. So let's go meet the bartenders and see what this place is all about. Grow Your Own Cocktail is a global initiative by Jameson to encourage bartenders to connect and collaborate with their local communities to have a better understanding of the ingredients that surround them. I was privileged enough to meet with a really cool group of bartenders in Tel Aviv, and then we drove just out of the city to go visit a plant nursery. So while the bartenders were wandering around in the greenhouses, I got to do a tour of the nursery with Elyad. So I'm here with Ilya, who's the most awesome dude on the planet and also an agronomist. Why would you say I came to the right place and the best place to learn about Israel?
You actually came to the best place right here in Gan Vaperach.
Okay.
It's a plant nursery. So the plants here, you just take it as is and plant it. It's all set
So basically
for you.
you do all the work for everybody.
Yes.
That's awesome. Who would you say you work with? You deal with chefs, bartenders, gardeners?
Mainly gardeners.
Okay.
All of the herbs are just distributed anywhere. In your private garden, in your bar, inside your office even, you can put a small plant.
Elyad showed me around the nursery, and we were looking for plants that were suitable to grow in a bar.
Right over here.
I don't think I've ever seen anything like this.
Yeah. In English it's called salvia. Beautiful plant. There's about 400 different types. It grows all over in Israel, used in all of the local medicine like for hundreds of years. It tastes fantastic, it smells fantastic.
Would you think and recommend like growing plants like these, you know, at home or in a restaurant,
Of course.
behind a bar?
The save is lovely and easy to grow. All it needs is a bit of soil, water and sunlight. It grows like crazy, especially in hot climates like Israel. It has some bug repellent. That is actually what we are smelling. It's the plant's mechanism to repel bugs. It's so easy to grow.
So Ilya, what's this beautiful plant?
Okay, this is also local plant. All in the Mediterranean, especially Lebanese and Israeli kitchen.
Okay.
The smell is so refreshing. Yeah, usually you dry it up and put it in a salad, or we can use it fresh for a cocktail because it's so powerful.
It's a bit like lemony and peppery at the same time. Like
bitter.
it's really complex, but
Exactly.
like so enjoyable. It's amazing. And that grows like basically just anywhere in the wild.
Exactly. If it grows in the wild, it can grow in a bar.
Smart
Especially
man,
a wild
smart
bar.
man.
That's
That could be a real secret weapon you use in a cocktail. We chose a few plants that would be later on used to make cocktails. So along with the salvia and the macromara, Elyad showed me different plants that would give a good taste of Israel and that local bartenders could find easily and even grow easily in their own bars. So is there any other ingredient or anything else really special and typical about Israel you think I should taste?
Actually, yes. There's a brilliant type of wine that is grown from local grapes.
Okay.
That's the only place in the world where they use for winemaking.
Okay, so that's something really unique.
Really unique. Two different types of grapes.
Okay.
One is called Marawi, one is Jandali. And we actually make them in the vineyard nearby. It's like a 15-minute drive.
Okay.
So we can head there. And
when you say 15-minute drive, you mean car, right?
Yes.
Okay, because I've seen like so many golf carts, and I was wondering if there's a way I can borrow one.
No, Andre, that's not going to be possible, mate.
Challenge accepted. Well, I didn't get to drive the golf cart to the vineyard, but seriously, when I got to that place, it was amazing. So yeah, like we're in the middle of this gorgeous vineyard that seems to go on like forever. Like how big is this place?
Yes, this is actually the biggest vineyard in Israel, 210 hectares.
That's huge.
Massive,
Yeah.
especially in Israeli standards.
How many different grapes do you grow here?
I would say around here about 20 different types.
Okay.
From all of your classic, your Cabernet or Merlots. And we talked about
earlier you mentioned like
Israeli,
two grapes
yeah,
that are really typical from here.
Yeah, they're endemic to Israel.
Would you call it a blasphemy to use that specific kind of wine as a cocktail ingredient? Like, would people get mad?
No, why not? It's nice, it's fresh.
Well, there is only one way to find out.
Yeah, of course.
Stop. I need to be really honest with you guys. It was way too early in the seasons to get our hands on Malawi or Jindali grapes. So we drank some other wine that's not the one we lied to you about. I'm sorry about the lie, but the wine was still pretty amazing. Now we sourced a lot of really fantastic ingredients, and I learned a lot about the culture of Tel Aviv, which is amazing. But really, what about the bartending culture? And that's what I wanted to explore next. I joined up with the group again, and I convinced my friend Avi to make me a cocktail using all of those beautiful ingredients we sourced together.
So I've been bartending for around 15 and a half years.
Okay.
Obviously, from my accent, you can tell that I didn't start my bartending life here. I started in the UK. So I moved to Israel about 8.5 years ago.
Okay.
And basically incorporated English style cocktails with Israeli ingredients, because the Israeli ingredients are very, very full-bodied, full-flavored. Everything, even like our lemons, they're the sweetest lemons I've ever tasted. In Israel, if it's the cuisine, if it's the drinks, everything, there are lots of herbs, lots of green. So I love using as much green produce as possible.
Before I got here, I met Ilya at a beautiful farm. He had me like smell, taste, and discover like really fantastic products that are typical to Israel. And I'm sure you have the skill and the will to make me something awesome with it.
I'll give it a go. So the Israeli drinking culture is still kind of quite new. I think the Israeli palate overall likes kind of sweet and sour style drinks. Overall, I think because we have such a huge variety of different ingredients and flavors to be able to use, it normally becomes very, very simple to develop cocktails, but normally the cocktails go more to the freshy style of drink instead of the more kind of herbal, amaros and that type of thing. It's a hot country, so we need to try and keep it fresh and vibrant. What Israelis tend to go for and like is kind of that one spirit base, and then adding the freshy style ingredients on top.
Amazing.
So we're going to make a very, very simple whiskey sour, and we're going to be using Jameson Caskmates.
Good choice.
One of the reasons that we're going to use the Jameson Caskmates is because the sweetener that we're going to add is a local date honey.
Okay.
That's called Silan. So it's quite kind of thick and sweet. And then obviously that we have really, really, really sweet and delicious lemons. As a Brit, you have to have egg white. Israelis are kind of, if they see you cracking a fresh egg into a cocktail, which is the best way to do it, they get a little bit like, what are you doing? Which is a bit weird, but anyway. They'll get there eventually. And we're going to be using, you brought us some verbena.
Absolutely.
It's got a really kind of lemony aroma to it.
It's such an amazing product.
And then that's it. Literally 4 ingredients, keep it simple.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
And then we're just going to take the sprig of the verbena, and that's it.
I have some in my beard.
A little bit. You can save it for later.
Yeah, exactly. After having a drink with Avi, I held a workshop with the local bartenders of Israel, and I was quite privileged to share about my culture and the ingredients I grew up with. I decided to build this masterclass, bringing some ingredients of where I'm from, and have a chance to have people from different countries and different cultures have a taste of Quebec, which is a beautiful place and really unique, and I think the ingredients really talk for themselves. So we talked all about the maple products, we talked about apples, we talked about pine trees and other really cool ingredients. It's always nice to have strong relationships with people we get ingredients from. The whole idea between Grow Your Own Cocktail is to get you guys more comfortable creating and bonding with local growers, farmers, producers. Get curious, find new ways to tell the story of your culture, your country throughout your job, basically. It was great to have the insight of all the bartenders, get to know how their ingredients really reflect their cultures and their craft. I always dreamed of visiting Tel Aviv. It's one of the most incredible destinations for ingredients and flavors in the world. I met so many incredible people. I learned so much, discovered new flavors, new smells. I just had the time of my life there, so definitely I'll be back. I'll be back. Yeah. Holy sh. Okay, well, it's over, kids.